This is Wilderness Witty TV, and I'm your host, Witty. Today, we're actually going to be doing a tabletop review of what you see here, which is the Old West Trucker Western Work Boot, guys. This boot, guys, is exactly what I use to go out and tramp around the woods, to go out and enjoy the fire pit, just about anything, guys. Hunting, fishing. This thing has seen a lot of mileage, and it's pretty well held up for the most part. And I have to say, guys, that I definitely 100% would love to support this particular product and let you all know about it, and hopefully you all go out and take a gander at it yourselves. Now, I'm going to give you all a couple of tidbit information about this particular product. That way you all know a little something about it, except for just me saying, hey, go get it. First of all, I want to let you all know that the heel itself, actually, and a lot of times people are a bit particular about the height of the heel, which the height itself is actually 2 inches in height. And the heel is actually made out of rubber, guys. Now, the sole is also made out of rubber, and it is completely and utterly stitched all the way around this particular boot. And here's a, bird's eye view of it, guys. This is a rustic look. They have about 4 other different styles on Amazon. This is where I got it. Great price, guys. I only paid 70 bucks. Slapped the money on the barrel head and went and got it. Or they brought it to me, for lack of a better term. Now, the actual height of this particular boot, guys, is 13 inches long. 13 inches, which pretty much brings it to about mid-calf, really. Which is pretty comfortable for me, but some people might want it a little lower, or some people even like having it a little higher. So whatever suits your purpose, guys, but this is a 13-inch boot. Now, some people might say this is kind of a downside, but some people may say that it's really not no big deal. For me, it really wasn't a big deal, but it's actually made in India, guys. It's now, I don't know if the product is manufactured in India and then brought back over to the United States for a few more tweaking, for anything as far as making something else or putting something else to it, for lack of a better term. But I do know that it is manufactured in India and then shipped back to the United States for, of course, sale. Now, I will let you all know that this boot is somewhat waterproof, guys. I've walked through the rain and the mud and just pure nastiness with this thing, and my feet have never gotten wet. My calves never got wet. Neither did my socks, guys. It's fairly lightweight. It's not a heavy, kind of a lugging around kind of boot. It's pretty lightweight. It is all leather construction as far as I know, except there is one downside to this particular review that I want to let everybody know about. It is a budget-friendly product, so there is some corners to be cut, for lack of a better term. Right here in the ankle area, somewhat disappointing for me was the fact that at one point I was walking around with them and I heard a loud pop. And unbeknownst to me, that there is some plastic that is inlaid here around the ankle of the boot, and from now on, every time I begin to walk, unless I have a thicker sock on, or if I try to tread lightly, for lack of a better term, I don't hear it, but there is a lot of rattling. I don't know if you all can actually pick that up, but there's a lot of cracking and rattling down in this area of the boot. However, with a thicker sock, takes care of it. You don't hear it, you don't feel it. Now, I will tell you all, it didn't really break in really easy, for lack of a better term. It pretty much took me, I'd say, 2 or 3 days to really get it broke into where it was comfortable. And I will tell you all, 100%, you all need to go ahead and get you some inserts if you're actually going to use this for a work-related issue. For just out and about in the woods, it's not needed. I mean, I've got this thing broke down now to where I can just put it on and go out, and I don't have an issue with it. It doesn't hurt. It's not uncomfortable. It's not overly tight. But when you get these boots, when you get them right out of the box, you're going to notice that right in here towards the tip of the toe is extremely tight, and you're going to have to work that out by, of course, wearing them in. Now, I probably already went through the price point, but I'm going to say it again. It was $70 right off Amazon. It was, if I remember correctly, it was a 4.5 star. Could be wrong on that, guys. It's probably changed by now, considering it's been out for quite a while. Now, the actual brand name is Old West, and the rest of the title is Trucker Western Work Boot, which basically means if you're a trucker, you're probably going to wear them. If you like Western wear, you're going to want to wear them. And obviously, you can wear them to work. I tried that for a brief amount of time, and I'll tell you guys, I didn't care for it, and I even had an insole in this and did not care for it. However, again, being the fact that I am an outdoorsy kind of a guy, I love to hunt and fish and do survival type things, you know, learning how to make a fire, learning how to make a survival shelter, and so on and so forth, survival cooking, which, again, guys, I want to let you all know that that will be an upcoming series, which is basically camp cookery. I'm sure you all will really enjoy that. I hope that you all enjoy this particular review of this particular product. And again, after getting it broke in, wearing it outside is not going to be a hassle. You all will absolutely love it and enjoy it, especially if you like the worn look. They also have a cherry colored and a black colored that I can recall right off the top of my head, which, again, me personally, I wanted to get these boots to go outside in and beat them up, and I did. Again, I want to say thank you to all of my subscribers. I want to say thank you for all your comments and concerns. If you all have any comments or anything that you all would like to see on this particular channel, don't be afraid to drop me a line. Don't forget to subscribe. And this is Wilderness Woody TV. Again, I'm your host, Woody, and thank you, and God bless.